everyone, welcome to Pineapple Knits, a knitting and spinning video cast. I'm Marina and you can find me everywhere on the web at Pineapple Yarn, especially Instagram where I'm most active. And you can visit my hand-dyed yarn, fiber, and candle company at pineappleyarn.com. Thank you so much for joining me this week, and if this is your first time viewing, thanks so much for checking out my podcast. I'm coming to you today from coastal South Carolina where it's been a little chilly, but we've had some really nice days. It's, I've looked at the weather forecast coming up and we have really no evenings or no overnights that are even close to freezing. So I think we've definitely turned the corner towards spring, which is super exciting because my plants, my seedlings are getting massive and they need to be planted. They really need to be planted really, really quite soon. So I'm really excited about that. I'm filming in a little bit of a different area than I normally do. So this past weekend, my husband decided that he was going to trim out all of the windows and the baseboards here in the studio. And so for those of you who haven't watched since August or so, we bought basically a fixer-upper and there is a small home on the property that I'm using for my dye studio for Pineapple Yarn, and we completely remodeled the whole thing, gutted it, it needed to be done. And so really trim it's basically about the last thing that needs to be done. So my studio is there's stuff moved out. I have some things covered. This is it. This is where I'm filming today. But yeah, that'll be really nice. It'll be really exciting to get done. Yeah, I guess I'll start off by saying it's been a really crazy week, and I hope that all of you are doing well. I've been thinking of all of you, and yeah, just know that I'm gonna be here and I will still be shipping out orders, and I will talk more about that in my shop update video, which will be uploading the same time as this one. But just know that nothing's changing around here, and I'll just be knitting and spinning as long as I can, which will probably be forever. So I just wanted to let y'all know that. Before I forget, I'm wearing my Inside Story sweater. Love this sweater. I made it, I think I finished it maybe about a month ago. And I was wearing it yesterday in honor of St. Patrick's Day. And the weather still is pretty cool here today, so I thought I would wear it again. But I love this color green. I still haven't got tired of it, even though these are the colors that I prefer. This is the color that actually looks good on me. So I'm really happy I did make this, but this yarn is my Cook Pine colorway, and it's just a really beautiful, rich pine green, and it really pairs well with neons as well. So I didn't knit any socks on my circular sock machine this weekend because, like I said, my studio was kind of a disaster. So I decided to skip a week and just work on my shawl, which I have here in my giant sheet bag. I always keep things in this because I just really love this bag. And I had this in the shop maybe a year ago or so. But I am working on my Odyssey Shawl. This is a pattern by Locatelli, and I really love this shawl. It is getting massive as well. So this is the top. It's a top-down shawl, and this is what I have so far. This is a really fun pattern. I've had such a great time knitting this. And as you can see, I have started the second color. So this is all Pineapple yarn. This is Sights on Summer, and then the second color is called Pacific Dreams. And so that's what it looks like so far. I'll give you a close-up so you can see the lace pattern in the middle. I think that's so beautiful. I love it so much. And I'm just to the second lace section on the second color. Now, for those of you who would like to knit a DK weight shawl like this, the Odyssey pattern is actually free on Ravelry, which is so generous, and it has just been kind of a mindless knit because you have these long sections of garter, but then you have this really fun lace, and it's not complicated at all, but it's just this really pretty lace section in the middle. And yeah, y'all know I don't have the brain capacity for complicated knits. So I am really loving this one. But I know last week I had talked to you about what I was going to add for my third color, and I still just don't really know. I was thinking, and I don't, oh, you can't see it on screen. I was thinking of this color right here, which is Sunspot. And so let me hold it up. I didn't think I had any DK in this color, but I do. So if I added a yellow to this, it would really pick up all of the neon yellow in that middle color. But I don't know. I don't know. Love to hear your opinion on it. I think it's so pretty. I love this yellow. So I might go with that. I'm looking at other colors that I have here. This is all the yarn I have in stock. And actually, these are all new colorways that I'm going to be adding to the shop. But this one right here is Pacific Dreams. This is the middle color that I'm knitting with right now. If I put all three of these together, this is kind of what they would look like. And I think those look really, really nice together. These would be a beautiful fade shawl as well. This has just been such a pretty shawl. I'm sure once I get done with it, warm weather will completely hit and I won't be able to wear it. But you know what though, when cool weather hit this fall, I was just so happy to have my beekeeper cardigan and some other like heavier weight shawls. So even if I don't have a lot of time to wear this spring, I'm still going to use it and be super happy with it. So yes, I'm very excited about that. I'm a pretty monogamous knitter, so when I have a project, that's basically it. So anyway, so that's that. I do want to show you a spinning project that I finished this week. I had shown you a bobbin of this, I'm pretty sure, that I had started, but I ended up getting it finished, and I love it so much. If you caught last week, you'll remember that this was kind of a sample fiber that I had dyed. It was just under 100 grams, so I felt like I couldn't sell it even if it was a smaller, you know, if I marked that it was smaller. So I dyed it for myself. But this is the same colors in one of my colorways, Run, Don't Walk. And so you can just see these beautiful, like, deep purples and neon greens and a deep green. Now, I do plan on stocking this again in the shop on fiber. This is a superwash merino nylon, so I don't know if I'll have it in that or if I'll do a different fiber. I'm not really sure. But I will put more neon green in it because that was one thing when I was spinning this is I felt like it needed some lighter colors. But I did have some undyed portions that I thought made some really fun barber pulling. This ended up being about 8 wraps per inch, so I want to say that's like Aran to bulky weight. I plan on making a probably knitting a hat for one of my children out of it. That's kind of what I plan on. Even though it's a little thicker than I normally would like, I still think it will be just a beautiful chunky knit and it'll be so much fun. But I wanted to show you something else that I created. I told you that last week I was talking about rolags and just kind of started thinking that maybe some of you don't know what they are. Well, I made a whole stack of them and thought I'd show you. So here's what one looks like. It's a rolled up sheet, I guess, of fiber. And you brush all the fiber one way and then roll it up. And then what you can do, I just roll mine up. They don't have to be rolled up like this, but I do it just to keep it nice and just for storage. But basically this is what you have. And then when you spin it, you just draft it from the end. So this end fiber just drafts right out very, very easily. But this turned out really, really pretty. I was really on a St. Patrick's Day vibe yesterday. And I took a whole bunch of green fiber, a bunch of shades. I even put a little green sparkle in it. I mean, I was just loving the green yesterday. If you're interested in the actual process of how to create these, Paradise Fibers has a series of videos that are just, they're so fun to watch. They're really mesmerizing and they show exactly the process of how to make them. They're really, really simple. And you can put in all different kinds of fiber. I used a merino wool and then a Firestar, maybe Angelina, I'm not really sure, but the sparkle is green. And yeah, that's what I got. And I did about 90 grams of these. So I wanted to do one more just to get at 100 grams and make a usable yarn. That's a rolag. I will definitely be spinning these. This is my next project to be spun. And I did receive one acquisition that I've wanted to do this for a while, or get these for a while, but these are from Kirrmaier, and they are just two spinning tools that I have needed for quite a while. And I'll show you close up here. This one is a wraps per inch measurer, I guess. And so you can wrap your yarn around, and this is an inch actually cut out of this wooden square, and so you can tell exactly how thick your yarn is. And so that's how I could tell with mine. And then the second one, this is called a Diz, and it has these holes in it. What you can do is prep fiber on a hackle, which is like it looks a little scary. It has long, sharp, pointy teeth that come up, and you can place wool on top of it, and then you pull the fluffy wool through these holes, and it basically makes top that you can spin. So that's a really fun way to blend fiber. It's a really fun way. And again, Paradise Fibers does have videos showing how a hackle's used. They're beautiful. It's really, really fun. So these are from Kirrmaier, just a couple of little tools. I was quite overdue purchasing these. I've wanted these for quite a while, so I was happy to get those. But yeah, I mean, other than that, not a whole lot going on. I've been, like, really nothing has changed in my life a whole lot since everything has been kind of shut down, and I still have a lot of kids to take care of. I still have a house to take care of. Oh, one thing that is a little crazy. So my things have slowed down. My husband's work has slowed down as well, and so he started the trim in the studio. But then we had talked about, when we moved onto this property, we had talked about you know, just having a garden and having some chickens, I guess, as you do when you have a little bit of land. But we just didn't really feel like we had a lot of time to dedicate to that. With pineapple yarn and with his work, we just didn't really feel like it was the right time. So now that everything's slowed down and shut down, we don't know how long that's going to last. And so we kind of took that as our opportunity to get chickens. So my husband brought home chickens, or chicks. They are brand new. And I can't tell you how happy my children are. Like, they are so happy. I have, especially my two oldest are completely old enough to take care of them and responsible enough to take care of them. And it's just brought so much joy to them. I'm so happy that we decided to get some chickens. We're really, really excited. Ask me in a couple months. That might be a different story when the novelties wore off. But yeah, it was just, I don't know, it was just kind of an unexpected bonus or an unexpected good thing that's come from all this. And so we're really excited about that. And yeah, so that's been really fun. But other than that, that is about it. I will be having a shop update this Friday, March 20th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time at pineappleyarn.com. I will be having all these colorways that are unmarked behind me, and I will be having a couple of tonals. I'll be doing maybe like 3 different tonals that coordinate with these. And so if you're interested, I will be having a shop update video right after this one, so you can check that out. And I will be talking a little bit more about what I've been doing as far as like precautions to keep you, my customers, safe. And you know, there's not a whole lot because I'm the only person who works here. So, but I have had some questions, and so I just wanted to address that and make sure you're comfortable with what I'm doing. But I hope you're doing okay, and you're able to have some more crafting time. You have something, a hobby, or something going on that is comforting you in this time. I know it can be a little scary for people, so I hope that things are going well where you are, and most likely I'll be back next week. So until next time, I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.